Okay, so this is a three-state extension of the game that we solved last video. So I'll explain the story and I'll explain this diagram and then we'll get right into it. So consider the following three-state extension of the game. In state HK, demand is high and both firms know this is the case. In state H0, demand is high but only firm 2 knows this is the case. In state L0, demand is low but only firm 2 knows this is the case. Firm 2 knows only if demand is high or low, so firm 2 cannot tell HK and H0 apart. If demand is high, firm 2 believes that firm 1 is informed of this fact with a probability. This is just the probabilities. As before, if firm 1 does not know the level of demand, since firm 1 cannot tell H0 and L0 apart, firm 1 believes demand is high with probability, this probability here. The information structure is summarized here. So our job with this new game, or this new three-state extension, okay, so boom. Firm 1, when he's confused between H0, L0, you do your partial derivative, and then you isolate, so B0, 1 for QH, QL equals all over 2 theta alpha H less QH plus 1 less. Oh my god, I wish I had more room. There, okay. Boom. That's you're done. You are done. So what if firm 1 is not confused? What if it's HK? Okay? So, you know what it's gonna be? I already know what it's gonna be, but I'm just gonna solve it, okay? So what I was gonna say is, well, this isn't actually with respect to QL at all, because QL isn't even in this anymore. QL was only in this one. But it's the full account of player 2's moves, even if it's not in the best response function. So you still have to put both, because these are just player 2's moves, okay? So that's my bad. I kind of forgot about that. So QH less, it should just be that. I can't imagine. Yeah, okay. So very, very simple. This is kind of what we saw in the last game, okay? So you have, okay, we've got our two best response functions with respect to firm 1. When they're not, when they are confused, check. And when they aren't confused, check. Okay? So now we got to do firm 2. And it's going to be a very similar story. So I hope this makes sense. Firm 2 cannot recognize whether firm 1 knows or not. We also have to kind of assume that QK is larger than Q0. Because when firm 1 knows for a guarantee that demand's going to be high, then they're going to make more quantity than if they're unsure, even if they're like 99% sure, if that makes any sense. Because we know that all these probabilities, this one is in between 0 and 1, so you're never getting to 1, and then what's the other probability here? This probability, the other one is the same thing, it's the same rules. So Q of K is always going to be larger than Q0. Not super important, I don't think, but just an important fact to have in your head. So this is what we've got first. So please excuse my messy handwriting, but I moved alpha H out. All right. And then you have your probability that firm 1 knows plus the probability that firm 1 does not know all over 2. And this is your best response function. This is your This is your best when it's high for 2 with QK Q0. So now you have this situation, and then you have the situation where it's low. Okay, B2L QK Q0 equals, that should be right. All right, we're done. How I figured this one out. So the reason why I just knew this was correct out of my intuition was sorry. Oh my God. I need to go to sleep tonight. Firm 1 is confused whether demand is high or low when it's low. Okay? So we're looking at a Q0 situation. Okay? They're just very confused. Because this is the case, and actually no, okay. There's a way better way of explaining this. The reason I was able to jump to this conclusion, okay, this conclusion right here, I was able to jump to this conclusion because firm 2 is not confused at all about what firm 1 knows when demand is low. Firm 2 knows for a guarantee that firm 1 is confused, okay? So they don't have to create some sort of strategy where both situations are taken into account. Firm 2 is only confused when demand is high, and they're certain when demand is low. That's why there's no probability here anywhere. It's just alpha L, so this is demand, is alpha L, less quantity Q0, okay, all over 2. Because firm 2 is not confused. Firm 2 knows for a guarantee. Kind of looks similar to what's going on here, right? This is when they're not confused. BK, player 1, and BL2, not confused. And then BH2, confusion. B01, confusion, okay? This is a simultaneous game, right? So everyone is playing at the same time. That's important to note. All right, thanks for watching.